Purpose is the foundation of greatness. Everything that exists was created for a purpose. A seed has a purpose. A river has a purpose. Even the wind that blows across the earth serves a purpose. Nothing in creation is random, and nothing is without meaning. Yet, the greatest tragedy in life is not death. It is living without purpose. It is existing without understanding why you were placed here. Drifting through life with no direction, no clarity, and no sense of calling. Purpose is the foundation of all great achievements. When a man discovers his purpose, he becomes unstoppable. Every visionary, every leader, every world changer who has ever walked this earth first came into the realization of why they were born. Purpose gives life meaning. It is the compass that guides a person through the storms of life. Without it, people wander aimlessly, chasing shadows, running after temporary pleasures, and pursuing success that does not fulfill them. Look at the greatest stories ever told. Whether in reality or in fiction, the most powerful characters are those who are driven by an unshakable sense of purpose. It is the reason they rise, the reason they fight, and the reason they keep moving forward despite hardship. Purpose is what turns an ordinary person into a legend. Consider a young warrior who dreams of protecting his village, or a fighter who refuses to give up until he reaches the pinnacle of his craft. The fire that burns within them is not talent alone, it is purpose. They are not merely training to get stronger, they are training because they have a mission, and that mission defines them. They know that without fulfilling their calling, their lives will remain incomplete. That is why they push past exhaustion. The problem with many people today is that they live by chance, and why they never lose sight of their goal. They go wherever life takes them, following trends, chasing fleeting success, and living without direction. They build their lives on convenience rather than conviction. But true success is never accidental. No great leader ever stumbled into greatness by mistake. They found their path because they discovered their purpose. If you look at the most impactful individuals in history, they all had a clear understanding of why they existed. They did not waste time experimenting with 1,000 different distractions. They knew exactly what they were meant to do, and they pursued it with everything they had. When purpose takes root in your heart, it creates an unbreakable resolve. It gives you the power to endure setbacks, to rise after failure, and to keep pressing forward when others would have given up. The most powerful forces in nature move with precision. A river does not flow aimlessly. It carves its way through valleys and mountains, guided by a purpose that determines its course. A tree does not struggle to become what it was meant to be. It simply grows in alignment with the purpose embedded within its seed. In the same way, when you understand your purpose, you stop struggling to fit into places where you do not belong. You stop running in circles, trying to please everyone, and instead focus on what you were designed to do. Success is not measured by how much wealth you accumulate, how much recognition you receive, or how many people applaud you. True success is measured by how well you fulfill your purpose. A person who walks in their purpose will impact more lives than the wealthiest individuals who have no direction. That is why the greatest investment you can ever make is discovering why you exist. When you know your purpose, you stop wasting energy on meaningless pursuits. You stop competing with people who are not running your race. You stop comparing yourself to those who have a different calling. Instead, you become laser-focused. You rise every morning with clarity. You pursue growth, not for the sake of vanity, but because your purpose demands it. You embrace discipline, not because others expect it, but because your purpose requires it. A man without purpose is like a ship without a rudder, lost, directionless, and at the mercy of the waves. But a man who understands his purpose will defy the storms, rise above challenges, and reach the shores of his destiny. Potential is one of the most deceptive gifts a person can have. It is the promise of greatness, but not the guarantee. The world is full of individuals with extraordinary potential who never accomplish anything. They dream of success, they talk about success, and they even visualize success, but they never manifest it. Why? Because potential without discipline is wasted potential. It is like a sharp sword left to rust, or a powerful engine with no fuel. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you are meant to be. It is the force that takes raw talent and turns it into mastery. Without discipline, even the most gifted individual will fail. But with discipline, even an ordinary person can achieve extraordinary results. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful is not always talent. It is the ability to stay committed to the process, to put in the work when no one is watching, and to stay the course even when the excitement fades. Every great warrior, every victorious leader, and every powerful legend shares one common trait: discipline. It is what separates those who only dream from those who achieve. It is the reason why some rise while others remain stagnant. Talent will open doors, but discipline is what keeps those doors open. Inspiration may give you a head start, but discipline will carry you to the finish line. Discipline will carry you to the finish line. Imagine a young fighter with incredible natural ability. He moves with speed, his reflexes are sharp, and his instincts are powerful. But if he refuses to train, if he neglects the fundamentals, if he does not push himself beyond his comfort zone, his potential will never become reality. He may win a few battles, but he will never become great. Why? Because discipline is what refines raw talent into unstoppable skill. Many people start strong, but few finish well. This is because passion and excitement will only take you so far. There will be days when you don't feel like working. There will be moments when the progress is slow and the results seem invisible. This is where most people give up. They lose sight of the goal because they were depending on motivation rather than discipline. But discipline is not based on feelings. It is based on commitment. And there is no more if. You are not destined to feel insecure. You are not destined to be worthless. And it is waking up every day and doing what not always the most talented, whether you feel like the most disciplined. They understood that success is built in the unseen moments. The early mornings, the late nights, the repetition, the sacrifice. While others were distracted, they were focused. While others were waiting for the perfect time, they were taking action. They did not allow excuses to dictate their destiny. They understood that discipline is not punishment, it is training. It is preparation for greatness. Some believe that discipline is restrictive, that it limits freedom. But the truth is, discipline is the key to true freedom. A person without discipline is a slave to their impulses, controlled by distractions, emotions, and external circumstances. But a disciplined person moves with intentionality. They do not waste energy on things that do not align with their purpose. They are not easily swayed by temporary pleasures because they are focused on a greater reward. Look at the most powerful warriors, the most brilliant strategists, and the most unstoppable forces in history. None of them relied on luck. None of them waited for opportunities to find them. They forged their own path through discipline. They trained when others rested. They studied when others relaxed. They mastered their craft when others were satisfied with mediocrity. This is the difference between those who rise and those who remain the same. Discipline is what turns dreams into reality. It is the difference between wishing for success and working for success. It is what separates those who hope from those who achieve. If you master discipline, there is nothing that can stop you. Growth. Your talent will no longer has ever been accomplished without adversity. It will be power. Every success story is written with challenges, setbacks, and trials. The road to greatness is never smooth. It is filled with obstacles designed to test your resolve, refine your character, and push you beyond your limits. Adversity is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. It is the fire that purifies, the storm that strengthens, and the weight that builds endurance. Without struggle, there is no progress. Without resistance, there is no growth. The problem with many people today is that they see adversity as a sign to quit. They assume that if something is difficult, it is not meant for them. But the truth is, difficulty is confirmation that you are on the right path. The higher you go, the stronger the winds will be. The greater your purpose, the bigger the obstacles you will face. If you are not facing any challenges, it is a sign that you are not stretching yourself beyond your comfort zone. Think of a warrior who desires to be the strongest. He does not become powerful by avoiding battles. He does not develop skill by running from challenges. He sharpens his sword in combat. He builds endurance through pain. He learns strategies through adversity, the more powerful he becomes. His scars are not signs of defeat. Without resistance, he would remain proof of his strength. Without struggle, he would never rise. This is why the most successful individuals embrace adversity. They do not complain about challenges, they conquer them. They do not pray for an easy life, they pray for the strength to overcome. They understand that every setback is an opportunity to learn. Every failure is a lesson, and every hardship is a stepping stone to greatness. They refuse to let circumstances dictate their destiny. Instead, they use adversity as fuel to propel them forward. Look at the strongest trees in nature. They do not grow in comfortable environments. They survive through storms, through droughts, through harsh conditions. The more the wind beats against them, the deeper their roots grow. The more they are tested, the stronger they become. This is the law of growth. Without pressure, there is no progress. Without struggle, there is no strength. The greatest mistake you can make is trying to avoid adversity. If you only seek comfort, you will never reach your potential. This is the law of progress. Without pressure, there is no progress. But if you push beyond adversity, if you fear challenges, you will never rise. Adversity is not a curse, it is a blessing in disguise. It is the process that refines, strengthens, and elevates. Every setback, every difficulty, every painful experience is shaping you into the person you were meant to become. Champions are not those who never face difficulty, they are those who refuse to be defeated by it. They take every hardship and turn it into an advantage. They do not dwell on failures, they learn from them. They do not allow pain to break them, they allow it to build them. This is the mindset of greatness. This is the mentality of those who leave a lasting impact. There is no shortcut to success. There is no easy road to mastery. Every challenge you face is part of the process. It is training you, developing you, and preparing you for what is ahead. Instead of running from adversity, embrace it. Instead of fearing challenges, face them. Instead of complaining about obstacles, overcome them. Because the very thing that seems to be against you is the thing that is shaping you into the person you need to be. Mastery comes through relentless training. No one is born great. No one arrives at success by accident. Behind every master, behind every champion, behind every legend is a relentless commitment to training. Mastery is not a gift, it is a process. It is the result of thousands of hours of dedication, sacrifice, and discipline. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not talent, it is persistence. It is the ability to show up every single day and put in the work, whether you feel like it or not.